So I'm ready. I'm ready for sports chat. I'm ready. Let's go.
Sporting live.
I've been keeping up with everything. It was pretty close there when Chris Paul was got COVID and he couldn't play for a bit. But he's back now. He's ready for game number 3.
Game number 3 was last night.
Yeah, last night was game number 3.
What a game!
What a horrible game for the Suns.
Yeah, fuck LA, the land where dreams are killed, and sex pests and Harvey Weinstein.
I actually heard. I once heard a Red Hot Chili Pepper song about the city, LA.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard about it.
Everyone remembers the classic. Teen drama from the early 2000s, the OC, which was about Orange County, Arizona, and it opened with the man yelling Arizona.
Here we go.
That literally though is like a shit ton of people from California moving to Arizona right now.
Well,
that is a thing.
So next NBA, we're gonna have all the Clippers players who made that game happen for the Clippers on the Arizona team because of rent prices, I think.
The whole team just moves. Arizona gets a second basketball team.
Yeah, no, it's the LA Gentrifiers, isn't it? The new team.
I mean,
oh my God, that's a great team. LA Gentrifiers sounds amazing.
Well, there's always an issue of like when there's two teams in the same city, if they're like overlap, how do you get separate fan bases? And one should just lean all the way in. We're the Gentrifiers. New gentrification team, we're your team. They should give you a jersey when you, I don't know, in the lobby. I assume that these new gentrifying apartments have like every Friday, maybe like a lobby party.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Then they should hand out jerseys for the team.
Yeah, just like completely mask off, just like the second team or we have the LA Clippers, right? Which is from the long LA tradition of, I think, sheep farmers or something.
Clipping.
I don't know why they're
Clippers a boat.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, boating. That's what I meant.
Clipping.
Sheep farmers out in their boats. I know the game. And,
Do you know the other LA team, Kieran?
Jazz?
So you don't have to because they're called the fucking
LA
Lakers
Jazz.
and there's no lakes in LA. Fake
Well,
team.
they mistook the ocean for a lake, and that's why.
Exactly. Yes, that is the history of the LA Lakers.
Yes.
It's not because they're from Minnesota. No, it was because when Christopher Columbus came to America, he was like,
"This is
oh
a
my
lake.
God, this is a big lake." But little did he know it was actually India.
The first LA Laker stood out out into the Pacific. And I was like, yeah, I can swim that.
That was Kobe Bryant, exactly.
Yeah, his body washed up in Japan 30 years later. No, I like the idea of just like the LA petty bourgeois. Like they're an incredibly well-funded team. They never win because they insist on wearing suits to the game.
I mean, like, you may be describing the Clippers.
Oh, sick.
No, you're actually describing the Brooklyn Nets, though. Whatever they describe with their like, Jay-Z was like a part owner to give them like some, I don't know, some like a cool factor, but they are the gentrification team.
So I guess my like,
and they're better.
They moved
better than the other.
They moved to they moved from New Jersey into New York. Yeah. Exactly, 100%.
I think my only big
is the whole team Italian. Is my question.
They claim it, but we're unsure.
Yeah, it's me, Tony Schneider, real Italian.
Yeah. So you're gonna say, Kieran?
There is something that you would like to know, Kieran, is that Pat Riley, the famed LA Lakers coach, now he's the president GM of the Heat. He always has this like slicked back hair style, so people just assume he's Italian. But as you might know from his last name, he's Irish. And so there is there is some evidence of Italian appropriation going on in basketball. I think we need to investigate further.
Yeah, I won't have any of that.
See, like I knew it. Federico! La 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 la. Sorry, I watched too much.
Oh, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay. Hey. Welcome to your weekly corner Späti. It's your boy Nick, joined with Yulia.
Sorry, I still have to think about Federico. Okay, hi.
Rob.
Hey.
And our, in-house Italian. That's right. The Irishman himself. Kieran.
Charandold. All I was trying to say before German
I
internet
just realized
censored me.
that with calling you the Irishman, I made you the most Italian person on the show because
Yes!
what is
What
more
they do.
Italian American than being a
Yeah.
fucking Martin Scorsese,
A Scorsese movie, yes.
Well, I really like the idea that, like, I don't know, that there's someone in the mafia crew with the nickname the Irishman, even though his name is like Antonia Pizza or something like that.
The Irishman. Because
Yeah,
he doesn't
Antonio
like
the
Irish.
Irishman.
Well, you're Irish. What would get someone the title Irishman? Like, what are some Irish things, or perhaps stereotypes of Ireland that aren't true?
Drugs. Oh.
Giuseppe the Greek Fonzanelli. It'd be called the Irishman.
I don't know. Like, the American stereotypes of Irish people are all over the place. I don't know. Maybe just like has red hair,
Or he eats butter. He eats butter instead of olive oil. Then that's
No, I'll cook my pasta with butter.
Oh, ew.
yeah, it's fucking Irish, dude.
It's Irish culture.
Butter is Irish culture.
Yes, nothing else, nothing more,
Nope.
just butter.
Just butter.
Yeah. But we started the show talking about sports, so we're just going to keep it going this way. That's right. This is the Phoenix Suns hour. We're all Phoenix Suns fans. Europe is canceled.
Especially Rob.
Yeah, especially
And
Rob and Kieran.
Kieran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Europe.
The thing I wanted to say before German internet censored me was that Chris Paul is very handsome. That is
agree.
like
That's why he's
my
a
main
commercial
sport-
star.
it's my main sports takeaway. So that's really going to help in the, like, I don't know, is there a looks portion of the game, like
Yes.
a swimsuit competition?
Yeah,
Yes.
there is. It actually,
There is.
like, Kieran, you're absolutely right. Basketball functions like anime. That
Yeah.
There's
Now I'm
also
a
a
boy.
synchronized swimming portion for some reason.
It would be more honest if they just formalized that. Like the refs, they're clearly biased who they call fouls against, if you're a superstar or not. They should just say this team had the most swag walking into the stadium, so we're going to call in their favor
Yes.
all night.
They just
Play
get like
ball.
1 point
Pre-game
after
fit
that.
is where it actually happens. The sport,
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
competition.
I like how Rob's implying the like superstar bias of the referees. I thought he was just going to be like, referees just show preferential treatment to the ones they have crushes on.
Whenever they make a
superstar in
call,
their
they have
heart.
hearts that just come out of their eyes.
Nope. No, because it's an anime, they get nosebleeds.
Oh,
and shoot
yeah,
off
of
in the
course.
sky
Of course.
Oh my god.
whenever the hotties come out into the court.
Yeah. I really hate when it happens in basketball when they're doing, they're playing basketball and then the ref just like their jaw just drops entirely to the floor. And then like they have to like wind it up, or like put it back in with their hand. And then they're just like stomping their feet.
Yeah,
Just frantically.
They used to show you that back in the day, but now they cut to commercial.
Yeah. The shit that
looking
really
for more
pisses me off
time.
too is that they also stopped doing the thing where, like players when they would get in fights with one another, like one player would just like bring like a hole and just like throw it underneath the other one and they just fall through the floor and they would just keep falling. And you get a penalty for that now, which I don't think is fair. Like, the game's kind of being ruined. Like, or when they like, pull a lever and then a piano falls on the opponent, like on the opposing team, and then they all like come out of the piano with keys in their mouth.
Or the
Like-
many times the teams try to kill each other, not kill each other, but disturb each other with an anvil.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
You can't do that now. This
But
is
it's,
a
it's
game.
such,
That and
I know.
three-point
Such-
shooting.
and
it's
those
such
are-
hypocrisy
Yeah.
for the league.
I mean, I loved the old times when anvils still had like a purpose, you know?
Yeah.
These days there's nothing. No one cares about them anymore.
You know, like that part, like the thing too, where like players used to like they used to like paint a tunnel like on the wall, tricking them, and then they would run into it, you know, and that wouldn't work. Can't do that anymore.
That's when I knew the game was ruined, is when they outlawed the throwing the whole thing before they outlawed the painting the fake whole thing. Yeah. Because I feel like that's from the same school of thought.
It is. You know,
allow both or get rid of both.
Exactly.
Sports are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Damn.
As basketball.
How are we going to transition to European sports now? I don't know.
Well, you're still allowed to do these things.
Yeah. In Europe, you're still allowed to.
Football, but you're not allowed to do is showing the rainbow flag on your stadium.
Oh, you're just going to jump right to it.
But you're still allowed to throw anvils. Anyway, so football, huh? What's up?
Yeah, I guess I guess that the thing that just like kind of like get with is that like unless you've been living under a rock the past like 2 weeks, it's the Euro Cup, which we've talked about sports before. Fine, whatever. We're more than qualified to do it because what are sports if not politics on ice?
Yes.
And I feel that then like just everything about the Euros is a corner Späti bit, and I feel that we should own this and take our moment to shine of that. Yes. The entire Euro Cup is in fact Kieran just like behind the Minority Report computer. He has no idea about sports. It's simply just like, except for basketball, obviously, as you clearly heard. Of
course. He is an expert.
Yeah. But we literally just like UEFA went, they heard our podcast and they're like, this man sounds like he'd be the perfect man for the job of creating like a livable meme, if you will. This isn't like the Euro Cup is an art installation, if you will, and Kieran's its creator. So tell us about your work, Kieran.
So, like, these very lovely Swiss and Italian gentlemen in suits, like, approached me one day, and they're like, hey, if you get into my limousine, we'll give you these candies. And I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds great. Sounds like a great deal. Then I just woke up, felt like 5 minutes later, in a completely white cell. They injected me with something, and then I just started, like, just writing. Just like free association, writing ideas down. And then it went into this, I think a milk bath. It was like this clear white liquid. I put the piece of paper in.
Out of the Matrix.
And
Clockwork Orange.
And then I woke up and I was back on the street with a pack of Skittles. It was
exactly.
all good.
But they gave you the candy.
They're honest people. The people at UEFA are terribly honest.
Ehrenmänner, yes.
Yeah, I think that
men.
I think the point of them, like when I realized that this is a Kieran bit, was when I was watching the Denmark-Finland game, and during the national anthems, all of the Danes just boo the Finnish national anthem. Like an entire stadium full of Danes just like vehemently just like exerting so much hatred for a country that like no one cares about. Who's like not
why
going.
Are they so angry at the
I have no idea. And I'm like, Kieran can explain this, of course.
Especially because they are the Danish, so like.
This is when all the anti-Finnish sentiment comes out. They're not really European. They're a Mongolian horde. They're not meant to be here. That language isn't even Indo-European. It's got too many vowels. Go back to where you came from, which I presume is beyond the Ural Mountains. Classic anti-Finnish sentiment. Finns don't have souls.
I had someone ask today, like a Finnish person, if they are in the EU. She was really surprised that they are in the EU. So I think everyone...
She didn't know if her country was part of the European Union.
No. She did, but just the person working didn't.
Someone else.
People forget about Finland. So.
I'm just very disappointed that like an entire stadium of Danes would boo Rasmus's "In the Shadows," the Finnish national anthem.
Yeah. But like, so that was like that was for me the first moment of when I realized that this entire competition is a bit. Like that is the hatred of the Danes towards the Finns was too much for me to handle. And the fact that you let Northern Macedonia be in the Euro Cup, Kieran, whose choice was that?
Yeah. Late edition.
And that they were eating at a Greek restaurant afterwards. The fans just like being wrapped in North Macedonian flags. And
Peace is possible at our time, folks.
Yeah. And then there was definitely another moment that for me hit that this competition is a product of your brain, Kieran. Is
Fever
that
dream.
when what's his name from Austria? Atonovich.
Okay.
Atonovich. Yeah.
When he scored a
Serbian
goal,
name.
when he scored a goal against Northern Macedonia or North Macedonia, whatever the proper name is, he then for his celebration just goes on a racist anti-Albanian rant.
Yes.
That's what's really ruining the game. These racist rants that happen in the end zone. You just hate to see it.
I don't know what the Albanians had to do with this, to be honest.
Because they
too many Albanians in North Macedonia. They're ruining North Macedonia, according to this Serbian-Austrian guy, I guess.
Yeah.
You need motivation. Like all professionals need that extra edge to get them there. So I imagine he's never said anything racist before. He's just holding it in. That's what drives him to wake up early, go in those jogs, that extra
Racist
practice
edging.
session he doesn't want to do, just so he can finally say something racist after scoring a goal, because that's science. One bigger than zero, you can say something racist.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, true. Makes sense. But our king of football, David Alaba,
Oh, yeah. Honorary member now of Corner Späti scolded him for anti-Albanian sentiments.
Friend of Albania, David Alaba. Yes. And the picture that was taken, he really scolded him.
Yeah.
Like, he was grabbing him by his
He's like,
face.
how fucking
really
dare
bad.
you? How dare you say anything bad about Albania? And then David Alaba did this sign and just ran across the stadium with doing the eagle hand sign.
The eagle hand gesture, yes. Excellent. I love it.
Since we already talked about this always comes up when Switzerland plays.
Love it.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
Because
Yeah.
the entire time, half the team is Kosovo Albanian.
Yes.
Yeah. Which again is also a bit of the show.
I mean, since Kosovo has a team, but the thing is, they're not allowed to play, right? Because they're not accepted
They're not in
as a country
FIFA,
by some.
No.
So yeah, that's the thing, is that because they're not accepted as a nation, they're halfway in FIFA, but they're not really. They've played a few FIFA sanctioned games, but they don't have they're not allowed to qualify for.
So, and it's just a bit we've already talked about, but let's fucking sum this up. Not the episode, but just what we already talked about. There's still people, and it's and it's going on. It's happening right now again and again. Let's say football has nothing to do with politics. Keep politics out of football.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And
the
they're
only
right,
way I'll be
because-
able to understand it.
Yeah, they're absolutely right, because what happens when you get literally every European country to play each other if not stupid displays of politics.
No politics. No politics
No
happening
politics whatsoever.
here.
We're gonna have the first game be Germany versus France, but no politics, please.
That was an apolitical anti-Albanian rant.
Yes. Yes. He just has personal bad experience with Albanians.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the itch in the end of his name.
But
Did not propose any kind of solution, quote unquote. Therefore, it's apolitical.
yeah, I think that then it really is. I mean, the end of the day, it is that, of course, obviously there's politics within all this stuff. That's very clear. The fact of the matter of that then, as Yulia mentioned before, one of the biggest and dumbest controversies, at least in this country, was the pride flag thing, which started in twofold. So one was that there was that Manuel Neuer got in trouble for having the pride flag as his captain's
as his
badge,
armband.
as his armband, and then he won that thing against the DFB won the thing against.
Wait. Yeah, you're too early with that. That was dropped after the incident with the stadium.
Yeah, but they're not related.
He didn't. Yeah. No, but I think they dropped it because of that. Because FIFA, UEFA was getting their was getting shit because of their decision of. So yeah, Manuel Neuer was wearing like pride armband as the captain of the team, and UEFA started an investigation because of that. Because of the
What are they going to investigate? Like, that's the thing I just find funny is that they like
giant, just like everyone from UEFA in like one of those like red light rooms developing photos of him on the pitch, being like, it really does look like he's wearing it. Let's develop another photo. Let's check.
Can I see
4
it from another
hours later.
angle?
yeah.
Press conference. We cannot make any conclusions.
So yeah, but then also Munich, where the Hungary, Germany, that's a country. I was about to say FC Bayern because that's basically the team. No, but, but
That should be the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it would work. Maybe this country would work better.
If Söder would have been, I'm just saying, if Söder would have been the candidate for CDU, CSU, we would have this happen.
Well, he should make that his slogan.
2021.
If you're like FC Bayern, I'll do that for Germany.
That's literally the equivalent of like, you'll get so tired of winning.
Seriously. Then every stereotype that the US has about Germany would be true. Everyone in leather.
A win-win situation.
Yeah. It's great. Beer for everyone. But yeah, no, the Oberbürgermeister, so the mayor, the head of mayors, because you have several mayors in Munich, but the head of the mayors, the chief mayor of Munich requested to paint the stadium, the Allianz Arena, in rainbow colors. That was his request as a reaction to Hungary implementing a law that makes it difficult for kids to gather information on everything that has to do with LGBTQI asterisk matters.
Yes, we haven't actually talked about that particular law in Hungary because it's 2 reasons. 1, it's depressing. 2, it's Hungary being hungry. It's just what they do to a certain extent at the moment. And yeah, it stops like all kind of LGBT stuff being in any kind of like curriculum or education. I believe it's also stopping like any depictions of LGBTQ IA plus stuff in children's cartoons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So it's a big deal.
And any kind of public display.
Yeah,
as well.
because
so I mean,
Yeah, it's basically saying that like showing gay people existing
don't exist
is equal to like showing fucking on TV. Like it's like it's reserved for adult programming, I guess, is the idea. But I don't know. It's Hungary. I don't think they'll do that anyway.
Yeah,
Imagine being that fragile in your masculinity and sexuality. That yes.
Did you hear that press conference with that wasn't press conference, it was like Orban coming out of the meetings.
Orban coming out.
Yeah, Orban coming out, Orban coming out of the meetings where he was just all like, no, like I'm a freedom fighter. Like I'm fighting for the freedoms of Hungarians. Like I fought for like gay rights because because the communists made homosexuality illegal. And I'm like wondering, like, who believes that?
Yeah, like
everyone in Hungary.
Remember the guy you made to step down, not because he violated Corona rules, but because he violated it by attending. Yeah,
our gay orgy Brussels guy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I do like the idea that like from the outside perspective, Orban just says something insane. I was like, who believes this? It's like everyone but 10 people, and those 10 people are Jobbik voters.
Yeah. They're like,
that's Hungary for you.
It sucks so much.
Yeah, they're the people who think that like Viktor Orban's still a communist.
Wow. Wow. Are those the same people that think the Nazis were socialists?
No, Jobbik likes
No, because
the
that doesn't
Nazis.
because that doesn't make sense. I'm so no, but if they that's confusing. Anyway. But yeah, back to the stadium and the rainbow colors.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, so who was against this move?
UEFA didn't. So the thing about it,
UEFA
all
was
right,
against
all right. So we have to back up. UEFA's decision makes perfect sense actually, because Germany could have done the easiest thing ever and be like, we want the possibility of making, like, you have to apply for it previously, that we would have the possibility of making the stadiums rainbow for Pride, which is by UEFA standards, a non-political thing, because, corporations want to show that they like support Pride, this and that and that. And then Germany didn't do that. They only put in the app. They only said they were going to do it in order to like own Hungary, which is like the dumbest fucking shit to like get in trouble with UEFA, because then it does legitimately become a political statement, regardless of it being right or not. Like whatever. Like lighting up Allianz Arena in rainbow is like the most like corporate lib whatever.
They literally requested it in. Well, they literally said it in their request. Oh, this is as a reaction to the just passed law in Hungary.
Yeah.
So how dumb can you be? Because we all know that UEFA is all, there's no politics in football. This is like the typical.
They should have included a little more race science, a little anti-Hungarian racism to get it, and then UEFA would have allowed it.
They could have asked if they can like include some really like gay hooligans or something like that, because apparently it's okay. It's not okay to light up a stadium out of political reason, but it's okay to have a bunch of Nazis.
Actual Nazis. Yeah, that's the thing too, is that then like UEFA has banned so many fan groups from like CSKA Moscow is not allowed to have fans at Champions League games a lot of the time because their fans are so racist. Man City has a massive problem with UEFA. Man City fans and UEFA have a massive problem with one another. The fans that they've, I think, like banned a few of their like groups. Like the ability to ban a like literal group of Nazis coming into it, like who are legitimately linked to Nazi organizations. Like UEFA clearly had no problem with them being just plastered on international TV, I mean,
UEFA is able to ban whole cities like Dublin and Bilbao from the whole fucking contest because they say, we don't know if people to like show up to the game. So you're fucking capable to ban whole cities from the fucking game, but you can't ban a group of people.
But
is there like an explanation for why? Are they just dumb, or are they like trying to encourage the Hungarian market, or like what's the?
Well, I think that the matter of that the like with what the not banning of fans.
Yeah,
I think that no one just brought it like so. The thing was that then like so they got in trouble with like just yelling racial slurs at Mbappe
and the France,
from the French team.
and Pogba, during the France.
So they could have. So the thing of the matter is that then like UEFA could have put an investigation against this group then, and nothing really happened. So, and the thing that then is the most nerve-wracking about this was that then a little bit of investigative journalism that Julia did, aka just looking at the dumb shit that Deutsche Welle posts of that. They like posting that photo of Hungarian fans when they scored a goal against France, and then being like, "We all love to score a goal again." Whatever. Just a fucking like.
No, it was who wouldn't get excited scoring a goal against France. Yeah,
and they could have picked any other picture, but they had a picture with just a bunch of dudes in Nazi shit,
and a really Catholic one with a lot of like rose.
He's a Nazi.
Tattoos. Well, he's an ultra Catholic.
Yeah, he's a Francoist. Okay, my bad.
Not political under UEFA rules.
Yeah, Catholicism is
okay.
Apolitical Catholicism, baby.
Religious wars are okay.
Yeah. Let's bring it back.
But that was the funniest shit too, because then so Julia then retweeted this garbage ass picture, being like Deutsche Welle has openly, without criticism or without clarification, a neo-Nazi group on their site that they're not clarifying who they are. You could have posted that of being Hungarian neo-Nazi fans, whatever, celebrating a goal. That is just accurate. That is describe what's in the picture. And then the thing that was the funniest is that Deutsche Welle then responded to Julia's post with the most lib bullshit article of actually Allianz. We did a whole thing about how
spoke
politics and sports and the Allianz Arena but turning rainbow. And it's just like they didn't get the fucking hint of like the only answer that then to that was just like delete the picture or like re-upload it and like give
with
a little bit
different
fucking
caption.
with a different caption. Like you could have kept the fucking picture. Like it was a good picture. I'm not gonna lie. Like whoever took the picture
it was
was
a
king
great picture. Yeah.
or queen.
Yeah, but the caption was just like very
bad, very bad
yes,
taste. And that's the thing is that like Deutsche Welle always has this problem.
It was
too,
kind
is
of
that,
like, hey, look at this really happy Nazis.
yeah, Deutsche Welle has this like problem too, though, continuously
jolly
of
good
that
time.
the people who work for Deutsche Welle just like are not journalists. Like it literally takes a 3-second Google search to find out like who that group. No, I'm sorry. Like Deutsche Welle has a bunch of people who are really bad at their job. We have seen this with when we, leaked their internal document and whatnot. Like they are very, very, very bad at, doing the very basic thing, which is like journalism, the thing that they're like literally supposed to fucking do. Remember, during the like refugee situation, they legitimately posted a bunch of racist articles as like op-eds pretending that they were like actual journalistic things, talking about like no-go zones in Berlin, things that do not exist, Like Deutsche Welle is really shit at this. And the thing that's so funny to me is that they get in trouble for this shit all. I mean, like, and we have, friends and colleagues who work for them who are like pretty open, I think, about the sense of how this works internally within it. And it's just really funny that it's just like a bunch of, it's the most German shit of like being a fucking know-it-all, but like not doing the basic research. Like it is the most German export of news journalism or lack thereof. Like I kind of love it in a way.
It is kind of a confusing because like if the person whoever like managed that social media account that or is responsible for the caption would have read their own articles, like Deutsche Welle called them a neo-Nazi ultra group made up of members of extreme right groups from across Hungarian football united behind the national team. Which
it's the combination of like two things that happen in both, like not both, but like every kind of like modern publication house nowadays, which is, first of all, you have like your group of editors who are possibly evil, like management effectively. And
in Deutsche Welle's case, they're all like CDU members, which they're like legally not allowed to be, which is really crazy.
And
I think that would be your like explanation for things like shitty op-eds because they're the ones calling that kind of thing. But then like this kind of stuff is just like most what would have been like, I don't know, mid-level journalists back in the 90s are now just people who have to like crank out 20 articles a day. So like shit just always falls through the cracks. Yeah. Because you're just expected like this like inhuman like rate of production in terms of like articles and journalism, quote unquote. So like, yeah, like it's a totally reasonable thing of just like talking about the Hungarian fans' reaction. Go to like Google image search Hungarian fans and like, yep, that looks like some fans and put it on or whatever.
But then just stopping your research there of like, I see a bunch of very I see a bunch of very problematic things in this, and I'm not gonna
deadline was like 2 hours ago or something.
Yeah.
It's just really fascinating because so who is this group? Like back to the Carpathian Brigade.
Yeah. Because these are like sneaky Nazis. They're not like wearing.
They are super sneaky.
They're not wearing your swastikas. They've got like.
They kind of have this uniform thing going on with wearing black with white writing of in Hungarian saying Hungary mostly. That's kind of they're also so they are what they are is like it's a united group of fans of different Hungarian teams, hooligan, ultra fans, that really rally behind the national team. So their job is really the national team. They are fans of the national team. So they also decide kind of like the chants, the flags, etc., etc. And I found a very interesting article on Daily News Hungary where they try to kind of relativieren shit.
Relativize?
Play down, play down the Nazi stuff in this kind of group, which is interesting. So they say, a lot among them are right wingers. That is true, but also it's great that Hungary is doing better. And since like 2016 in Marseille, when they were playing, everyone was on the streets, which is actually super freaking scary. Every Hungarian had a place in these ranks. Every Hungarian, it doesn't matter of your political view or something like that. And this is really
It 100% does. You have to like literally be a
does.
Nazi to be a part of this group.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're a fan of the national team, you're a fan of the national team. The problem is like this huge group kind of sets the tone of,
Yeah, it's like they're like the only
ultra
country.
groups for the-
Yeah, they're like. I mean, they're. I always get the vibe of the sense of it's very frightening when a team in the Euros or in the World Cup has an ultras group. You know, because the thing that's actually like weirdly nice about, to some degree, the Euros or the World Cup, but also
is
some
that you
degree
don't
just
have
like,
to.
well, no, to some degree it's like nice, and some degree it's just stupid. I think that like the worst example of this, or like good example, is Germany.
Yeah.
Like, I think most people in Germany do support the national team without being like nationalistic, and only like older weirdos and like right wingers are like actually
Not only older weirdos.
No.
I saw a bunch of
I said
young
right-wingers.
men running
Yeah,
the streets.
yeah.
Oh no, they don't have to be right wingers. They also can just be the typical Florian, making.
And you
their
wouldn't say that a Florian's a right winger just in secret. They probably vote CDU, dude. They're a right winger.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, okay.
You know, but I mean, like, I think
or
that
FDP.
yeah, but those are the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, I'm talking about like you can have like in the case of like Yulia and myself, like we both really enjoy the German national team because we like the players, and
Yes.
I would like Germany to do well, not because of the nation thing, but because I like legitimately like the team. And your dog wants so much attention, Kieran. This is
Yes,
adorable.
She's
so
humping
adorable.
me.
It
Oh
is.
no, that's too much attention.
Hey, at least one of us is getting action. Am I right? But
Distant
and the
Abe
best
Roth.
like the best opposite version of this I think is England, where it's like England also has like a very nice good team that is lovely and is hilariously, most of my are you know, yeah, the majority of the English team I think is like made up of POCs, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
And you see like the sense of like the Daily Mail just like being like, Marcus Rashford bought a £2 million house. It's like, yeah, he's a professional athlete. Like, what's the problem about this? Or like
Actually
the
quite
English
modest for
just
him.
like treating like the Euros like it's World War II. Like there is that bad, because it's just like goofy. Like, but those are both dumb in like one regard. But then there's like the actual scary ultras that exist on like a national level, and I feel that you like only get that with like specific countries. I don't know, because like I don't know, like it's a very odd vibe that you would have an ultras for the national team.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because, I mean, come on. Okay, this article ends with how they said, okay, like you should really pay attention that you don't get like stupidly drunk or something. Like do it like in a moderate or like fitting to the occasion. Whatever the occasion is, a fucking football game, so I would get shit faced. But I mean, this seems to be different for the Hungarian team. They still, even though I think the guy on the picture who takes his shirt off really. He seems kind of drunk. I don't know.
He loves
Maybe
Jesus.
he's not.
He loves
just
Jesus.
really
He would never sip alcohol.
What? you literally drink his blood all the fucking time.
No,
so-
he's Catholic. Yeah, he's
Catholic,
drinking
it's
wine.
fine.
He's
It just
drinking
happens
wine.
to be that there's alcohol in Christ's blood.
It might-
Anyway.
like-
Yep.
Sorry, I like the idea of the only time you get drunk is at communion. It's just like, dude, I'm doing pre-drinks for the game, so I'm going to mass 3 times today.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Catholicism. But Catholicism is just one big pre-game sesh.
But we can also
Before heaven, yeah.
say.
Heaven, the great big frat in the sky.
Yeah, we're all pre-gaming for heaven. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Purgatory is a tailgate.
But also, Yulia, I think you might be able to answer this. It's like, okay, so what's with like weird Eastern European like neo-Nazi groups like naming themselves for like the old-timey name for their country?
Oh yeah.
Because like I was reading about like I don't know, it was like the Galician League, the like Ukrainian neo-Nazis or something.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, they also do that. That's funny enough that they do that in national games, the Ukrainians. I haven't seen them acting out this Euro Cup yet, but they also have like after the Maidan, they formed a hooligan alliance, just like the Hungarian ones. Even though they didn't have a Maidan, they just did it because Hungary was doing well in the.
I just really appreciated Azov Battalion's flyover after the national anthem. That was a vibe.
No, but actually, they stopped fighting each other because they were all fighting together side by side in Donetsk or on the Eastern Front or. So they were like, how can I fight you at a football game if you were fighting next to me against the Russians or in the street just being racist shits? So they started to form.
It sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit, dog.
It is. They formed an alliance saying we are all together now, and if we want to fight, we fight the foreigners.
With my axe.
Yes. So every time there's a Länderspiel, so like a country against a country game in Ukraine, it's really dangerous for outside fans to go there because there's a bunch of Ukrainian hooligans that can't, I don't know, find joy anymore in beating each other up. So they really, really want to beat you up. So it seems to be a
why
thing.
they're finally. Consider, maybe they'll join NATO soon. Like maybe they'll get to do that in a different regard then.
Oh my God!
Remember when they announced the Euro Cup?
If they win the Euro Cup, they fucking join NATO. The fans finally, have served in the line of duty long enough that then Jens Stoltenberg is just hands them the golden key to NATO, or whatever the fuck you get when you join NATO.
You get German weapons when you join the
€20 off any starter at Olive Garden.
You mean to tell me that Azov Battalion doesn't already have German weapons? What?
Probably.
Of course they do.
Anyway, back to your questions. I think it has to do with this fascination with everything interbellum or pre-bellum. Everything that they consider the true nation or what the nation is founded on. So basically the old kingdoms or something like that, your old territory, is shit like that. I think that is why they are so much into that. It's kind of like calling yourself Preußen, whatever.
Ooh, yeah, like people in Germany don't do that.
Shout out Preußen Münster.
Every person I've seen that talks about Prussian shit on Twitter really look like they wouldn't last 5 seconds in an ultras kind of situation.
No, of course not. They wouldn't last.
Definitely the Preußen Münster would.
Yeah.
Okay.
The right wing group of them. The left wing as well, but they're cool. So.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing about Preußen Münster is that they have two ultras groups that hate each other, which is just get it over with that way. That's just classy. That's beautiful.
But yeah, to go back to maybe this topic of the LGBT and of the Carpathian Brigade, they showed posters. They decide what posters are supposed to be shown in the ranks, and they showed an anti-LGBT poster in games before. They also, as Nick already mentioned, did racist sounds when Pogba and Mbappe were playing, when Hungary is playing against France, which is a classic. They are super fucking. It happens a lot, unfortunately, in football. This kind of racism, throwing bananas and shit like that. And but they also, and this is I don't know, how people don't really mention it in their articles. And maybe they shortly mention it. It's that they are very good at organizing. They're super well organized, and they are. What they do is not only show the Hitler salute, they also recruit at the games. And they also organize marches before the games. So they gather up at one place or something like that. And they tell every Hungarian national team fan to come, to go there. It was the same it was the same in Munich. What's that? Victoriaplatz or whatever.
Marienplatz.
I don't know. Marienplatz, yes, thank you. I don't know about Munich. To tell every Hungarian fan together at Marienplatz and then march together or go together to the game. This is a tactic to not let police search them that much, you know.
They're so fucking smart.
And they told them also to only bring their flags and posters if they are willing to fight to keep them. So, I mean, they're very well organized.
Is it bad that I'm like kind of jealous of just like how militant they are? Like that's it. Like they're so fucking shitty. I legitimately hate them. But there's like that. Like I hate you, but I respect you. Like there's like getting your group serious. Like getting your group big enough so that the police won't search it and like just like I don't know. Like that's a pretty good tactic actually. Like, too bad that that'll never work with the left in Germany because there'll be like double the amount of police officers that exist in a given
I think
place.
that's the thing. It's like is it a smart tactic if you're just like
neo-Nazis at
the game on easy
exactly
mode?
Yeah, because you know the German police are like, oh golly gee, like you know Nazis in our city, what are we gonna do? And then
they're in my Telegram group.
Yeah.
They're like, everyone gather to Marienplatz.
I mean, I only know this kind of like energy from teams like Ajax or something, like, but in a positive way, in a left wing way, going on demonstration afterwards. I think Livorno also does it. Marseille might do it as well, from time to time, which is cool. But you do it after the games, you know, not before. And anyway, Nick already mentioned how UEFA responded to the whole criticism they got for not allowing the rainbow colors on the Allianz Arena. And it is... Should I read it? Should I read it for everyone who
Go
hasn't?
for it,
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Okay, so of course it's the UEFA logo in rainbow colors. And it's
again, Germany fucked up in the easiest way possible with this bullshit. Like there was such an easy way around this, and they didn't fucking do it.
Actually, what they did, we can talk about that after this.
Read UEFA's verdict.
Yes. UEFA respects the rainbow. Today, UEFA is proud to wear the colors of the rainbow. It is a symbol that...
Do not anger the rainbow. The rainbow will be venged.
Why does everything...
The rainbow is an old god.
Why does everything sound like that? Like,
yeah, right?
The Carpathian Brigade against the rainbow gods.
We will sacrifice one of our lesser UEFA board members to the rainbow.
Oh my gosh.
Is the rainbow not pleased?
Are you not entertained?
Oh my god.
Please continue.
Yes. Okay. Today, UEFA is proud to wear the colors of the rainbow. It is a symbol that embodies our core values, promoting everything that we believe in. A more just and egalitarian society, tolerant of everyone, regardless of their background, belief, or gender.
Damn, UEFA sounds like Vladimir Lenin. What's up?
Some people have interpreted UEFA's decision to turn down the city of Munich's request to illuminate the Munich stadium in rainbow colors for a Euro 2020 match as political.
I'm imagining this response being like Lenin's like leftism and infantile disorder. Just being like...
I look forward to UEFA being the new vanguard.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing that was the most annoying shit about this, though, is that after that,
not
like,
done yet. Not
what?
done yet.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Keep going.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going. Keep going.
On the contrary, the request itself was political. That's true. Linked to the Hungarian football team's presence in the stadium for this evening's match with Germany. For UEFA, and this is like in fat, letters.
Bold.
Bold, sorry. Fat. That's
big,
German.
Big old thick letters. Big old thickies.
Really thick letters. So in bold letters, yes, I know that normally. For UEFA, the rainbow is not a political symbol, but a sign of our firm commitment to a more diverse and inclusive society.
Something not political.
Equal game. # Euro 2020.
Also, depictions of the rainbow god is profane.
Yeah, exactly.
We are like weird, like rainbow old ones, like German pagan, but also Wahhabist. So no depictions of the rainbow.
I
All Hungarians must cover everything but their eyes.
Yeah, I love being a rainbow Wahhabist. Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
But I just find this so funny because it is clearly a political incident. You can see it. And for everyone in the LGBTQI plus community, this is political. This is about your life. This is about politics.
There is no God but the rainbow, and UEFA is his prophet.
Yeah, but UEFA is like, oh no, this is just, it's a rainbow, it's branding. It's kind of like admitting this is branding. Yeah.
All right.
It's like,
I have two things that I need to say about this. One being that we can like pick or choose which one we want to like talk about more because they're both horrible. The reaction in Germany to this of like every conservative who is a massive homophobe being like just like sporting the rainbow was the most annoying thing and like maybe the worst like reaction collectively. Probably the worst thing for gay rights recently in this country is having every conservative politician just sport a rainbow just to own the Hungarians, but like not change their opinion about, gay rights and whatnot. Especially like a week after a the trans rights bill was shot down in Germany.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
so all of this is just like incredibly fucked because the entire statement, like, what's so funny and why like it's so easy to laugh at the rainbow as like some sort of sunken god is that like because they kept referring it to as the rainbow. Not once in that statement do they mention homosexuality, gay, sexual preference. Nothing. It's just the rainbow.
The rainbow.
And it's just like some confused old Hungarian lad is like, I like rainbows. Like, absolutely no clue that it means anything to do with homosexuality. He's just like, I like rainbows. They're pretty.
It goes right down the alley of talking about rainbow families in Germany and shit like that. You can't mention that people are gay or trans or whatever. You have to use cute little, colors to make it,
it's just going back to like old timey euphemism slang of just like saying a woman's like a friend of Martha or something like that.
Exactly. They were just best friends. Homies back then used to always kiss each other with their tongues.
So many best friends back then.
Yeah. But there's first off there's that sense that then like, and I don't think we need to like dig too deep into like I guess we can. But the second thing being that then like we're dealing in an international competition where a player died on the field.
Yes.
Like
and
a company that then like because the UEFA is like more than just like an entity of just football. They are a privately held nonprofit organization that is very much a for-profit thing, and capital will not allow like I'm sorry, like after watching that like on live TV in the sense of like UEFA just like doing everything, very clearly UEFA doing everything in their ability to keep this tournament from not being paused was like we forgot about it, like that happened 2 weeks ago, like having then the sense that then like UEFA is like, oh, we're like committed for like the betterment of humanity. By the way, a person who just is like one of our simple little fucking pawns, regardless of if they like get paid a lot or not, almost died in front of international TV for everyone, and we forced the players to keep playing. Also, did you get the shot of his girlfriend crying and stuff like that? Yeah.
So this is also interesting in relation to this. Good that you mentioned it, and it's important to mention because there was we call it flitzer. I don't know what you call it, like a runner or something.
Yeah.
Someone who runs on the field.
A streaker, but they had their clothes on, so it's like
they had their clothes on. We could still call it flitzer somehow.
Yeah.
I always thought they have to be naked. He should have been naked.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is the only like typically the only connotation I know of is that then someone just like hops onto the field and just like whatever does something, or like someone just like runs naked or whatever. I don't know what the fucking word in English is either. But flitza, we'll just call it that. The corner Späti word is a flitza because this is Europe, baby.
Yes. Woo. So this person did it with a rainbow flag during the Hungarian national anthem and was standing in front of the national team showing the rainbow flag. There's a lot of discussions if the Hungarian team deserves this, etc., etc. Well, I think this person was not really like showing this as a political action against the Hungarian team. It was, of course, against, the Hungarian government. There's a lot of discussion if that is right to do during the national anthem, blah, 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 disrespectful against the team. Anyway, it's not. We don't have to discuss that right now. The interesting thing is that the cameras suddenly, were gone, and they didn't show the footage of this. Yeah, but
there was also a dude who like parachuted, like a climate activist who parachuted onto the field in Munich. The game before, was it against? Oh no, it was the very first game. It was against France, because I remember that's the funniest shit. UEFA will cut away to political activists on the regardless if it's good or not. I don't give a shit. Yeah. But they like literally will cut away or like ruin the camera shit. But then it's like when a person has died on TV, like his heart stopped, and like the doctor literally said that then like he died.
Reanimating him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like seeing some dude getting fucking CPR was one of the most traumatic things I've seen ever on television. Like no one needs to see that, but because then it's like newsworthy or whatever, or that it becomes a thing. I mean, like we're talking about it on the show now, obviously. UEFA then obviously, they do have the control of the cameras, like the feed gets sold to, the national providers, but apparently that's showing a like political protester is too much, but an actual fucking death, I don't know. Yes. Like that still bothers me, after a couple of weeks ago, like that game was traumatic as shit to watch. And there was no reason for that game to have continued, Yeah.
Yeah. So there is definitely, there was a decision made what to show and what not to show. And this, I mean,
Well, it's live. It's always like done very like super last minute or whatever, but they had an agenda there. Like they didn't want to. Yeah.
I mean, they cut away. He was literally the rainbow flag guy was literally standing in front of the national team. They always show the national team during the anthem. And the other thing was going on for minutes. They did not have to film the team. So the team did the fucking humane shit by by shielding the view of the CPR. Yeah. And then fucking like doing a close up of his girlfriend crying. Like this is it's disgusting.
The girlfriend stuff is particularly upsetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's you're like at that point you're milking it. It's very
definitely.
We're doing the Hunger Games. Welcome to the Capitol.
Yeah. It feels like that a bit. Seriously.
So we're all going to be continuously watching this. Obviously, at least Yulia and I are.
Yes.
Rob maybe occasionally here and there. But
I went to the German games as a cultural experience.
Yeah, it is a cultural experience. The best thing is then like when you're like sitting in line and there's just a dude being like, I could have fucking scored that. A dude who's like very much out of shape, just being like, yo, that free kick, like what the fuck? Like this dude who is at the top of his game can't fucking do it. But me, Johannes, 23 years old, like plays football recreationally with my friends. I could have fucking made that. That's like the German equivalent of the dude who tells you that they could have gone pro. It's like not nearly as extreme as in the US. What?
It's always like it's never a rant. It's always just like a persistent, constant offside comment.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Every German man thinks that they are also smarter than the German national team manager or trainer.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we all have our online team. I mean,
The best thing too is like the dude who plays too much FIFA being like, I could have fucking done that in FIFA. It's like, I bet you could have.
Well,
you're just yelling at the screen in the shisha bar, just being like, press square. Press square.
That's how it works, right? There's just like one dude controlling the entire German national team.
Yes.
That'd be so good in the future if we just have like weird robots and there's just like one guy with the PlayStation 2 controller in the corner just controlling it the whole thing.
PlayStation 2, yes, the preferred console of our overlords.
Yeah, it's going to be retro and cool.
Yeah,
when this comes about.
Love that.
But do we have anything else for FIFA? Or not FIFA?
No. I mean, this is just a laid back sports.
I wanted to say one last thing just about the Deutsche Welle stuff. Like, you guys make good points, but there's nowhere else you can get B1 exercises about how to how to order something, how to get your prescription at the apotheca. So we're stuck with it.
Yeah, Rob, critical support of Deutsche Welle.
But only the Deutsch Lernen part. Yeah, for sure. Along with you.
Yeah, that is literally the only good thing that they do.
Yeah. Just to live in the alternate universe of German language learning programs where like everyone spells out their phone number digit by digit, classic stuff, to live in that reality.
Every shitty website should have just like the most like minimum effort level like language courses to justify their existence. It's a good hustle.
Yeah.
It's cultural.
I guess the last thing I want to say about UEFA and all that, and the Euros is I don't know if you guys have seen any development on this or if decisions been made, but is the final still happening in the UK?
No, Draghi actually like came to Germany, spoke with Merkel, and like had a press conference like attached to German-Italian relations. He was asked specifically about if he would like let the Italian if Italy makes it to the final or whatever. He was like, I will not let them play there.
I mean, they can't do it in the UK right now anyway, so like
The coronavirus cases up there are just going fucking buck wild.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
maybe everyone is playing at home on FIFA. Like if this goes on like that, there might be a case that everyone is actually online FIFA gaming.
Yeah.
We should turn this into a gamers.
There should be.
You can
there should
yell
be
your
a
racist things at just at your TV. You don't have
Exactly.
to. Go to the
Yeah,
stadium.
but it's
Oh,
like,
not if you're on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no.
that-
Even more
that's
so
like- that's more
because you
expensive.
like, it's just like 13-year-old kids just like
Yes.
yelling like slurs like that, calling you the F word and whatnot. Yeah,
we'll showcase the whole thing on like Twitch, and like only the subscriber only chat will be able to say the slurs, but
Yeah.
the regular chat won't be.
this is
Pay extra
actually
for it.
before we get to the next segment of the show. This is our announcement that yes, we are hosting the finals, the UEFA finals, brought to you by Corner Späti.
on in Nick's apartment.
Yeah, at my apartment.
Wait, why not? Are we doing that?
We should.
I may not be living in this apartment anymore, so I don't think it'll work. But
We find a new apartment for you. I mean,
All right,
yeah,
okay,
anyone
Rob's
who has an
imagining
apartment for me, let me
Yeah.
know.
Rob's imagining what we did for the Eurovision, but for this, I guess this would be called the Gyros, just to keep our tradition going. But no, I was imagining literally holding the final in Nick's apartment. Like we just have like 22 dudes in Nick's apartment and we'll football, and we're just like, go at
However,
it.
the final, you know what? The Corner Späti final is Switzerland versus Albania,
oh my god.
which is just
Oh my God,
Albania.
only 11. Only
Would you-
one team showed up. Oh,
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, so that no matter who wins, it's like Albania still is
Albania
champ.
wins. But yeah, one last thing I gotta mention. I am super fucking irritated that they still call it Euro 2020. That's all I wanted to say.
Because it costs too much money to rebrand it.
Every time I see the hashtag or Euro 2020 or something, I'm like, oh, that's from last year. I don't have to read about it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
winning.
nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
UEFA, come on. Like, you have so much fucking money. You could have just rebranded it. But
I
Yeah.
really do like they're just like so all these like decadent displays of opulence in these huge engineered stadiums, and it's just like, no, we can't change that one number though. That's really gonna break the bank.
I know nothing about it, but my impression was that it's like we won't let the terrorists win, although in this case it's the pandemic. Like we're gonna pretend it's 2020.
it's actually
Yes,
anti-China. It's
agree.
anti-China sentiment. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
We won't let China
probably.
win. It's still 2020.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
take
2020
this
forever,
from us.
baby.
Oh god, that sounds horrible. Please don't.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Speaking of terrible decisions made by rich people, it's the return of the MEGARIKA.
We did not have a MEGARIKA in all of 2020. Do you know? Did you like?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have a MEGARIKA update in 2020 when Rob informed us about what happened to the skull.
Yeah.
I got some new
damn.
skull videos, by the way. We'll save those. I got
We'll save that for the
I got
stream.
message to Skull. He's riding a horse out of the ocean. And
That's
he can't
so
pay him
sick.
back.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Bulgarian elections will be coming to you at some point in the future.
Oh yeah. The new big thing in the Bulgarian elections is that they're really trying to hammer home the culture war of no, Macedonia is not a thing. They're just Bulgarians pretending not to be Bulgarian. Yep. Don't let them. But
take it up on the pitch is what I gotta say.
Yes.
Yeah. So in our little group chat, I did post a picture of the MEGARIKA map a bit ago.
Yeah, I need to pull it up.
Späti Keller. Yeah, I posted 2 because Nick is right. We didn't do a MEGARIKA for the entirety of 2020, and things have changed. 5 MEGARIKAs that we have covered are no longer the MEGARIKA.
Are they no longer with us, or do they just like lose their money?
No,
one of them is dead.
One went out, King. Who is it?
One.
Yeah. The richest guy in Czech Republic died in a helicopter accident.
Oh my God.
I remember seeing
Peter
that.
Kellner.
She was doing a ski trip or something and a helicopter ride. Yes, rich people stuff. Helicopters are dangerous.
Helicopters are so fucking dangerous.
I think
love
that
rich
more
people
rich
love them.
people should get helicopters. They're perfectly safe. I don't. This is me, Nick at the helicopter dealership.
Yeah.
Get yourself a helicopter.
Yeah, get
I
yourself
want 20,000 helicopters encrusted in diamonds.
Wait, this is a deja vu. Did we talk about diamond helicopters?
we talked about the Jay-Z, the AI making.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm addicted to buying.
Incredibly expensive helicopters. All right. For the people who have joined our podcast listenership since the year of our Lord 2020 began, MEGARIKA is welcome. Yes, MEGARIKA is a competition, a small game that we have on the podcast where I have found out the richest person in every European country and have found out their net worth and 3 pieces of information about them. We've done a lot of countries. So far, I believe Yulia is in the lead.
Yeah, I'm doing the new like right wing thing of that. Then I'm not accepting these results. Like it's
contesting the election.
Yeah, I'm contesting the results.
Well, what? I wasn't. I had to.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It's fine.
We're explaining MEGARIKA to the listeners.
Yeah,
no. I heard Nick contesting the results, and I contest this.
Yeah, I don't. Yulia, this is a communist plot against me, the true ruler of Corner Späti, and I don't appreciate it.
We need a steady hand at the head of the Corner Späti economy.
Yes.
We need an independent audit from the organization of Left Podcasts.
American states.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They will decide that I am the true heir of this podcast.
But how does this? This sounds like the French royalists.
I was talking about the Peruvian election, but yeah, French royalists also works. Anyway, so yes, I will at the end of all this. The rest of my co-hosts will get to decide which country this is from. This MEGARIKA is from. All right. So here we go. It's been a while.
Which card is the new card? The second or the first?
The second one with
one's
less
the new one,
countries filled out. Yeah.
A lot of changes in 2020 with like.
Wow.
I mean, didn't the
changed.
like richest people in the world go like increase their wealth by like 300% or something?
Maybe that's.
Overall, yes. However, some of them fucked up.
Oh.
The German MEGARIKA lost like half his money.
No, he invested into the wrong mask business.
Actually, I think he got divorced.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the Aldi people.
That
yeah.
makes sense with half of the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Net worth. $16.7 billion US.
That's a cool billion right there.
Wait,
Is
can we
that a lot? You always have to help me.
Can we clarify? Is this one
a
of the
lot.
repeat countries or a new country?
This is one we haven't done before.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Why are they rich? Their dad's dead.
Classic.
Classic. All right. Fact number 1. This MEGARIKA's father passed away in 2002, leaving them a 25% stake in the company founded by their great-grandfather. They are also the CEO of the holding company, while someone else runs the day-to-day affairs of the actual company.
I got it made.
Yeah. They're married to the vice president of Citibank Investments, who also, after marrying this MEGARIKA, has since had several high-ranking positions in their company simultaneously. The MEGARIKA lives a secretive life. Unlike their father, who was very public, political, was kidnapped, and even published pro-federalist Europe political literature.
What?
Yeah. So the father of this MEGARIKA was like a Volt guy.
And doing very public things to get yourself killed, where this person does, I assume, helicopter rides, perhaps trying to tame Komodo dragons and ride them like a horse, those secretive rich things.
Yeah, I'll get into what like they've been doing once I reveal who this is. So that was piece of information number 1. Piece of information number 2. This is about the company. The company this MEGARIKA has a storied past. It was founded with the profits from colonial slavery in the mid-1800s.
Oh, nice.
Since then, the company has used its near monopolistic position to price fix in several markets, including the MEGARIKA's home country. The company also has very readily taken part in neo-colonialism in Africa, strike breaking and paying low wages, etc., etc. They also continued to manufacture in Rwanda during the genocide and transferred funds to the regime, effectively aiding the Rwandan genocide.
Oh, damn.
Financially, anyway.
I think I already know who this is, but keep going.
I don't.
Interesting. In 2016, in Ireland, the company created fake companies to sell fake bespoke competitors to their own products. And in 2019, this company used its monopoly position in Greece to crush local competition by preventing resellers from stocking the local competition. So there you go. That's what the company does.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Piece of information number 3. Because here at the MEGARIKA competition, we love a son. The MEGARIKA's oldest son, who already has a non-executive role on the company's board, went to Eton and Harvard. While at Harvard, attended the all-male, no-Jews final club, the Porcellian Club, notorious for sexual assault and Theodore Roosevelt.
Yep.
The oldest son is trying to present himself as a down-to-earth, hoodie-wearing tech CEO and founder of his company, Public.io, which, backed by McKinsey and Company, seeks to create innovative tech companies to solve the problems of the public sector.
Wow.
That does not sound specific. That sounds very vague.
Is that the third hint?
Oh no, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't have a clue.
So this Public.io, which is basically the public-private partnership company, has a really big fan in Armin Laschet, who believes that this company is the solution to Germany's digitalization problems.
And he's right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the son of this incredibly wealthy person is keeping it down to earth, really down to earth. And 2 years ago, got engaged to his girlfriend, his totally down to earth girlfriend, whose name is Stephanie Teresita Francisca Maria Annusaita Walpurga Thekla Countess and Noble Mistress von und zu Eltz.
Normal. Yeah. Yeah. I
Von
feel you,
und
King.
zu.
What the fuck?
I think I know who this is.
I don't.
Okay, Rob, you get first guess, and if no one gets it, I'll give a...
That's because I suck. I don't put any thought into this.
I need to know. Wait, which countries? So are the blue countries?
Blue countries are the ones that we've done. Gray is not.
Yeah.
But we've done Belarus.
Oops.
Yeah.
No, Belarus is contested because...
Four?
No, the World of Tanks guy is secretive about his money, but everyone just thinks he's the richest guy from Belarus.
Oh.
So we still got another Belarusian guy.
Okay, cool.
I'll go with Norway.
Norway.
Interesting. All right.
They can be.
Julia,
they're up to some sketchy stuff.
Norway,
Or actually, I had another guess, but I'll stick with Norway.
How much money? And is that a lot? That's a
16
lot.
billion.
That's a lot.
16.7 billion.
That's a lot. Yes, absolutely. That's a lot of money.
Sorry.
It's not really that much money. If you know money like I do, it's not that much.
Citibank? I thought that was US.
Citibank is all over. I don't know where
Yeah.
they're actually from. I thought they were.
They're
I
from the
thought they were
U.S. Yeah,
London.
they're from New York, baby.
The city.
Okay.
This
Armin Laschet likes it, huh?
this person and her their company is huge.
I
Huge,
know
huge,
this.
huge.
Let me just do it already.
No, let Yulia make a guess, and then I will let everyone. You seem very confident. So
Incredibly.
Yeah.
We've done an episode about this. That's why.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, we
Was I
have.
there?
No,
Was
you
I
weren't.
there?
It was Kieran and myself.
God damn it.
Interesting.
I say Austria. I don't know why.
Austria. Okay.
It's the Netherlands. It's Heineken.
Damn! I thought about Netherlands before. Shit! That's why
winner
I
is-
asked. Nick.
The winner is Nick. This is Charlene de Carvalho
Fucking
Heineken.
hell!
Yeah.
Okay. I
Because
thought,
the very first thing
Why-
gave it away.
why
Because
did
when
you
we were
mention-
talking about
Dude.
European projects, Heineken was like the dad
Yeah,
was obsessed.
Freddie Heineken.
Yeah, he was obsessed with European federalism.
Yeah.
That's
you
what
know
gave
what
it
the
away
problem
for me.
is? When you said Rwanda, I
Yeah.
thought it's either Belgium or the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But then Nick said we made an episode about it, and then I thought about the Austria episode that you guys did with, and I wasn't there and I didn't
Yeah.
listen to it. So
I wasn't
changed
there
from-
either. I didn't
from-
listen to it
from-
either.
Sounds like your
damn.
conscience is eating at you for not listening to the episode. You're getting mind tricks played on you.
That's why I asked Belgium or Netherlands. Oh,
No, the thing was is that and the Rwanda thing too, because Heineken did a lot of illegal deals by just like
Yeah.
giving beer to the militias, and the
Oh.
thing of the making fake companies in Greece and Ireland, I also knew as well too. So
Yeah,
they
so
do that like they do that a lot, which is like
okay.
What's the company in Greece? So like a different alcohol company in Greece?
yeah.
Different
Yeah,
So
there
like
was a-
Greece has like 3 beer companies. I think they're
Alpha.
a few other ones.
And so Heineken just, what does it mean to block them out of the market? What was the
So
language
Heineken-
exactly?
Basically, what happened there was just like if a supermarket wanted to stock this Greek company's alcohol, then Heineken would pull out their alcohol.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and because Heineken is not only Heineken, it's like basically every beer
Yeah.
that isn't like owned by what's the other one, Diageo.
Or Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn it. I could have guessed.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then
I
the
was
thing
so
that was
close.
the thing that was happening in Ireland is they started making all these fake craft beers from
Yeah.
breweries that didn't exist. And they were like,
Typical Irish ingenuity.
and yeah, I'm genuinely scared of this public.io company that the Sun has started.
He should have married Meghan McCain to unite the beer empires.
Yeah,
They could have taken
exactly.
over the world.
Oh, he's very on his website on the like who founded public.io. He's very particular about not letting anyone know that he's like, you know, the heir to the Heineken throne.
So
He didn't
what's
take her-
his last, like, what is his name? Isn't the
So
guy?
he took his
isn't he-
dad's last name. He took his dad's last name. So he's Alexander de Carvalho. He doesn't have the Heineken in his name, and it just says on the like.
But he's got
on
one in his hand. Am I right? Sorry.
Friday beers, startup culture. Yeah, but it's very just like the last little line on his bio on the public.io website is just like, and is on the Heineken board of directors. And it's like, yeah.
Talk
how'd that
about a
happen?
grift. What is it? A great grandfather started it. So we're talking 5 generations now. I mean, the son, the public.io, right? One. Yeah, that's 5.
No, that'd be great grandfather. It's her great grandfather who started it.
How was Citibank involved again?
Her husband works at Citibank.
Makes sense. They have Nazi money or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like the Heineken started with like a loan from like Heineken's aunt, who was just like a widow from slave money in the West Indies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Citibank also started with that kind of stuff. So
Sick.
2 families finally.
Yeah, I mean,
joined
startup
together.
mentality. Am I right, guys? Like that's what you learn here at Corner Späti is that Europe is just one big startup. If you think about
Yes.
it in a certain way.
Well, we all know on G7 we decided that France needs at least 5 new successful startups.
Yeah, no. Oh god, that fucking shit. Oh god. Yep. Long live Quant, greatest
Yes.
search engine in the world. European
I'm gonna-
Google.
Yeah,
I quant it.
I caught something.
but
I caught.
yeah, I guess on that note, with me being victorious, you
Yeah,
know,
who's
the champ
is Julia still in the lead?
Oh, that's. Oh, jeez.
I hate
Oh,
losing to
jeez.
Nick.
Oh, jeez, gang. Why'd you ask me this? Oh, beans juice. Let me just look this up as quick as I can.
Why I should always trust my guts.
Do we got a tie
Always.
ball game here now?
Always trust my guts. This is like playoffs now.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Julia's got 9. Nick has also got 9.
What's
now.
up?
Tie game.
Nick, you can't say that just because you won. You can't. You can't say that
yeah,
about the
I'll do-
Ukrainians, dude. What? Just because you scored doesn't mean you can say that.
I'm sorry, I can't.
It's not
I
okay.
can't
That's
celebrate.
not okay. Stop it, you.
Whoa, Nick.
Nick.
You kiss your mother with that mouth? Oh, my God. Rob, you've got 4, I think?
I can't believe I have 4. I think those are all tied ones. I think. I don't think I've ever gotten it alone.
All right.
I shoot
I'm
from
going
the
to
hip.
Yeah,
hopefully we can
angry
start
with myself.
recording in person again and
and I'll win
can
even
have more
more,
Megarikas.
and I'll make even
Yeah.
more slurs.
Fuck you. I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm
you
leaving.
can win and
I'm
you
leaving
can
the
say the
show
slurs.
again
Yes.
because if I leave now, I win.
Yeah,
Nah,
Nick's
you
leaving
won't.
the,
You're
the show to
still
go
tied,
solo,
Nick.
and he's just going to tell people on the street about random rich people in Europe. He can be very successful.
Yeah,
Sorry. Oh my god. This is like the most beautiful communist game show.
no.
Like,
the only way
how
that it
is
would be
this
better
like-
is if it these people were also the contestants, and by the game show I mean
and
that
we make
there's
them fight.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
battle
Oh.
royale.
They need to be in a big room
Yes.
together.
Yeah, there's also crocodiles in this room.
I love
Why? I
this.
don't know.
This should be. Yeah.
Well, the rich have taken up crocodile fencing as a sport.
Yeah,
They hold the tail and kind of
yeah,
stick
we
it at
decided
each other.
we decided this was actually a little less dangerous than just riding in a helicopter, just marginally so.
but yeah. On that note, I am the winner. Yulia, Yulia's a loser.
You're tied. You're tied at the
You're
No.
moment.
tied.
I'm,
These can be also
no,
recognized
this
that
is like
I
the
was
thing,
very
like,
much
when Scotland
in the right
tied-
region.
Yeah,
and
when
then
Scotland tied
Nah.
England, they're like, no, whatever.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, Nick, no.
No. Nick, number 1. Sound off in the comments. Nick is the best.
have
I want everyone to go around the city tooting their horn because I won.
With Nick Flax.
Yeah, with flags with my face on it.
Finally, it's been in the closet for 4 years.
Exactly. Yeah. On that note, though, I'm the best, and I guess we'll see you guys all. Do we have any announcements?
Not you mean like
Deutsche Wohnen.
You mean Deutsche Wohnen and Eigenen?
No. That's
we're going to talk about that
reached-
next episode,
Yeah,
but
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
but
sorry.
it is
Go
reached,
volunteer.
confirmed by I assume
Well-
the Berlin government. Some
Yes.
government institution confirmed that enough signatures.
Deutsche Wohnen has been
turned
compromised to a permanent end.
Yes, and will rise on September 26th.
Yeah.
Nice. And also, we stream every Wednesday, 8 p.m. European time, German
Yes.
time. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Go, Nick. Yeah, I know, right?
Go,
Champion of
I was
Europe.
so close.
This is
we
our
please
Euro Cup,
acknowledge?
baby.
Can we please acknowledge I was very much in the region until you confused me with.
I didn't confuse shit.
You did.
Oh, I didn't. No, you let.
This is why I've kept
you
the
let the
competition
hecklers
away for
get
so long.
to you. You know, it's like everyone's on the sideline going like,
I gotta answer the phone.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
sorry.
It's just like we want a pitcher, not a belly itcher. They were just like yelling that to you, or like, hey, bada 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 swing. And by that it was that you're like, oh, Austria. Yeah, I didn't do that. You would have known, but you know what? You listen too much to the haters.
It's,
Yes, you are the hater. You know that, right?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
All right,
It was.
Stop it!
It was.
Stop it! The
was
show's over. We must end.
No.
That was MEGARIKA. And join us next year when I do the next MEGARIKA because it's tearing this podcast apart.
It makes me so mad now. I feel like I lost today.
Watch Yulia. Like I already know it. Yulia's gonna call me in like 30 minutes, being like, "I knew it." That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, I did.
She's going to call you after reading the entire Heineken Wikipedia page.
I mean, come on. Like, oh, shit. Why? My
You
God.
listen to the
Trust
hecklers.
your
It's not
gut.
my fault.
Trust your guts. You
Yeah.
Trust your
Hey,
guts.
bada.
Intuition. Connect
Yulia's
to
gonna
your...
go.
I don't know.
Yulia's gonna go train in the tank that gives you 1,000 times gravity of just holding up like a kid's atlas of Europe and a magazine, an edition of Forbes, and just be like, I'm training. Hyperbolic chamber.
All right. On that note, we'll
Alrighty.
see you guys all on Wednesday or on Friday or next week, whatever it is. I don't know.
Woo! We'll see you again.
Beep. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.